And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Got a good one lined up today. Yes, we do. It's a Friday night. Here in Nevada, it's 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Friday, May 16th. I got 5 articles lined up. Very interesting stuff. Let me get to the first 5 people first. That'll be Issa was the first one here. Thomas Cox, Klaas Vach, Mr. OG, Gunner, and then 552 Man. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything about what I'm saying. Every show, I try to use as many drugs as I can. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine. I snort it, smoke it, eat it, whatever. Every single video I've made any other time, I'm super high, okay? So don't take anything on this show as any kind of financial advice. What I'm going to do today, let's see, where are we going to start? Blackrock. Oh, with Bitcoin. Oh, not good. Naughty. Blackrock is kind of like letting everybody know, kind of on the DL, that Bitcoin could get hacked. They're just trying to put that out there. Okay, pop it, snort it, smoke it, inject it, eat it. All righty then. Timeout, Hulk. I'm just looking through the comments here real quick. Stu Lavelle is here. Robert Driscoll. G.O. Linda McKinney. Okay, let's get into this article. Oh, yeah. Number one, let's help out the algorithm. Let me check my stats on the channel. Hold on a minute. Let me mute this. Okay. That'll give time for some people to show up. 650. Okay. My watch time hours, they're looking pretty good. Watch time hours are going up. So here's what's happening. People are watching the show. So here's what I need you to do. Normally I get 1.3 million views on the channel a month. YT's got me down now at 658,000, down from 1.3 million. So we're talking 40% less. So let's play a game. It's called everybody make some kind of comment in the top chat. Even if you want to put like an emoji, I don't care. After the show, in the comments, go ahead and do that. Put anything in there. I don't care. Next, save this video to your favorites. After that, share this video with whoever you can. If you want to share it to yourself, that would be great, because what that would show is you're trying to watch it later. What we're not trying to do is manipulate an algorithm. I would never, ever have you do anything like that. Lastly, make a video or a playlist of maybe 8 of my videos. Now, if the phone rings and you want to mute the sound, don't use YT to do that. Go to your keypad and push the down volume button. Because what will happen is YT will see that you're being naughty. You're playing the video, but you're utilizing the YT for the mute button. Utilize your keyboard for the mute button, but only if the phone rings. I want you to watch the whole thing. Got it? Okay. Now, what that will do is help my watch time hours. If that goes up a little bit more, I'll be back to normal, at least with the watch time hour. So if we can boost those watch time hours, then that'll be great. And other than that, I'd appreciate that. I do my best for all of you. Here's Mark. Mark leaves a comment here. Thanks for that donation, Mark. Totally appreciate that, man. Coinbase sucks on nuts. Oh my God, how disgusting. Got my crypto fully into Caleb and Brown. Smart choice, Mark. You're the best. You're the best. A la best, Hulk. Thanks, all that you do. All right. You know, it's part of my show. The Caleb and Brown, I'm an affiliate of them. I believe in that. Like, I've never sponsored. Look, these other people on social media, They've got like 5 different sponsors every year. So if you've been watching them for 5 years, that means they've gone through like 25 sponsors. They'll sell everything, even a picture of their ass. They'll have a certain private group and say, hey, let's all go to the private group and look at a picture of my ass. In 5 years, how many sponsors has Crypto Hulk had? 1. In 5 years, I've been an affiliate of only 1 business, and that's Caleb Brown. Look at these other people. They got like 5 or 6 sponsors a year. And like me, if you've been on crypto for 5 years, that's 30 sponsors from these other people. They come and go and come and go. I have 1 sponsor, Caleb Brown. I've always wanted one. I told you guys, I usually wanted like Jack Daniels or fucking Corona beer or something like that. Black Rifle coffee or something like Smith & Wesson handguns, like shit like that would be very cool. Porsche, although they wouldn't like my mouth, that cuss too much. So, and then finally, Caleb Brown showed up, and I kind of warned him. I'm like, hey, now you guys are aware that I do cuss on my program. I said, look, I mean, if I ever go somewhere in public and there's, or me and Caleb Brown, like we do a show sometimes like every other Thursday and stuff. Like I got to watch my mouth and stuff, right? Because they're a guest on my show. They're the professionals. They're the best in the crypto custody world. They're the best. You can call up Caleb Brown on the phone. It's amazing. They're nice and friendly. They don't treat you like you're some kind of dumb shit or something. All you got to do is make a trade of $500. They do take a few percent of that as their profit because they're not a welfare agency. You're getting, listen to this, institutional custody. You are getting, with Caleb Brown, the same custody solution that Blackrock gets. BNY Mellon, Sony Pictures, on and on. You're getting the same custody for free. You can send your crypto to them for free. No charge. They will protect your crypto for free. No charge. And then I don't want to talk about you pulling it out of them, but just they're in the business to help you succeed. I'd hope that if you get custody through them, buy some other crypto. Minimum trade, $500. Hey, some of these other places, it's $10,000. Accredited investor shit, oh, it's $10,000 per trade. We're getting in at $500. But Crypto Hulk, I only have 20. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, you could send your crypto there. You could send them $20 worth of XRP if that's all you got. But you just can't trade until you got 500. But if you got 1,000 XRP or something, and whatever, and you want institutional custody, send it to Caleb Brown. They'll protect it for free, just like they do with their Fireblock solution. The Fireblocks protects 1,800 global banks all around the world. These are the biggest banks in the world. Fireblocks protects them. We have Caleb Brown. Guess what? We have access to Fireblocks for free. So they don't make money. If you send them your crypto to protect, they do not make money on that, okay? And then later, after a year or two, you do some buying and selling and shit, whatever, through Caleb Brown, and you want to take your custody, you want to take your crypto out of the exchange, then that, I got to check. I believe that, I don't want to say if they charge a fee for that when you pull it out. I got to check. I don't know on that. I don't want to start saying the wrong thing. I messed up. I think if you pull your crypto out, it's free. But if you cash out, that's when they convert it. That's right. When they convert the crypto into US dollars, there's a fee for that. Then you get cash. That part's free after that. Some places, once you convert it out of cash, or I don't know all the crypto exchange stuff, but they're a brokerage actually. But I'm very happy with them. Call them up, set an account up, send your stuff free. I believe the only charge is when you go to cash it out. So if you want to take that from Caleb Brown and send it to your wallet, then there's no charge. If you want to get cash out, there's going to be a charge for that. Okay. Let me check these comments here. Crypto She-Hulk says this: give Caleb Brown a call. They'll explain everything you ask. It is. It's super easy. It honestly is. They're good people. And that's the place. Like right now, I keep 25% of my crypto on a hardware wallet. And then 75% of my crypto is in Caleb Brown's custody solution of Fireblocks. At 75%, I got the same custody that the banks have. There's nothing stronger. The banks use Caleb Brown's custody solution, Fireblocks. I got the same custody as Blackrock, okay? That's what your hardware wallet is not the same as Blackrock, okay? Just letting you know. Why? Because you have a hardware wallet, right? And you have keys to the blockchain. At Caleb and Brown, your key, imagine you have your hardware wallet, cut it up into 4 parts, send it to 4 different parts in the world. Okay. Now have somebody try to break your crypto and steal it. They got to find all 4 of they got to find your wallet. But what Caleb Brown does is called sharding, sharding, sharding. Your Ledger wallet, and I have a Ledger wallet, don't get me wrong, but your Trezor, Ledger, whatever, it's not sharded. Caleb and Brown's is sharded. The banks like Bank of New York Mellon, Blackrock, it's sharded. Your Ledger device, whatever device you got, is not sharded. That is a massive difference. So your hardware wallet you think is tough, it's not. Now, if you could cut your hardware wallet up into 4 parts and then send it off, that's Caleb and Brown's custody right there. The same one, BNY Mellon. America's oldest bank, Bank of New York Mellon, uses Fireblocks, which is the same as Caleb Brown's custody solution. There you go. So I'm trying to be like the biggest banks, but I don't have the money like the biggest banks, but I got the same custody as them. As much as BlackRock is protected, so is my crypto at Caleb Brown. That's why I decided when they asked me, hey, we're interested in your channel, would you like to work with us? I said, give me about 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to have some of my Crypto Hulk fans join you guys. And if they don't like you, I'm not joining. See, that's how Crypto Hulk is. It's not like, yeah, how much you going to pay me? Sure, I'll sell anything. No, I said it online. I told everybody on this channel. Crypto Hulk said this: I'm joining Caleb Brown. If you guys don't like it, let me know, because I will not sponsor them or I will not be affiliated with them. 4 weeks went by. Caleb Brown's like, hey, it's been about 4 weeks now. I said, give me 2 more weeks because I want to make sure all my Crypto Hulk fans love Caleb Brown, because I'm not doing shit unless they tell me to. And after 6 weeks, like, yeah, like every week's like, yeah, I love Caleb Brown. And after 6 weeks, I called up Caleb Brown and said, hey, you know what? I'll take you up on the offer. Everybody seems to love Caleb Brown. They say it's easy. They've sent their crypto. It's all protected. I've learned more and more over the past 6 weeks. I didn't know all these 1,800 banks are using Caleb Brown's kind of technology. I'll be more than happy. I'll be very proud to be an affiliate of your business. And that's how it went, and blah, blah, blah. So, all righty. Jeff hangs out in the garage and listens to the show. Probably because all the F words. The wife's like, honey, you need to take that away. We've got kids here, and just that guy's, why is he so vulgar? Honey, the guy worked in law enforcement most of his career, so he can't really be polite. When you're kind of used to dealing with now in court, oh God, I had to, it was tough in court. I'd have to stop myself from 4-letter words coming out of my mouth in court. Whew, that was tough. Sometimes I'll be like, Your Honor, this friendly person here in front of me. Because I was ready to say, this fucking asshole. I would catch it right at the F. It was almost ready to come out. This friendly person right here, Your Honor. We should send him off to a higher level of custody. especially when I got mad. I'm trying to help these motherfuckers get off probation and parole, and they do some dumb shit. So I'm ready to call them a motherfucker, but I have to change it to friendly person. Whew. So, Your Honor, I can't deal with this person anymore. You got to send him up higher level of supervision. Just way too much. He doesn't want to get better, Your Honor. He wants, instead of me saying he wants to get fucked up, I'm like, set him up to a higher level. Because, yeah, he's better off maybe in a correctional facility or something. All right. I did try my best. You guys know how I am. I'm trying my absolute fucking best to get you all in a better place. And that's what I did when I worked parole, probation and shit and street patrol. Like, it don't matter. People fuck up. They make mistakes. If I can get people to change and be successful, because I'm not trying to have people drinking and driving in my neighborhood so I get fucking killed. No, man. Drink as much as you fucking want and do all your fucking drugs in your house. And when you have an OD, just don't start driving and shit and killing people. And don't start pulling out guns and shit. Accept the fact that you're a fucking junkie and just kill yourself. OD or something, man. Don't hurt other people. Fuck that shit, right? I would tell them it too. Hey, if you're depressed, fucking OD, man. Fucking do it. I said, I've done everything I can do. You could either, go to jail or fucking OD and die or something, but I can't do any more for you. I would straight up tell them, you are beyond my ability. I can help a lot of people, but you are just one that doesn't, you keep fighting me the whole time. I can't help you. I can make you successful. I can. I'm very good at helping people be successful. Right here, speaking of successful, Larry Fink. Larry Fink runs Blackrock, the most successful financial institution in the entire world. Larry Fink. It's called Blackrock. But guess what? Serious BlackRock Bitcoin warning fuels a disaster. They're talking about there's been some price dips. Okay, look, Bitcoin is a speculative investment. It'll never mature. You need to understand that. Bitcoin is a speculative investment. It will never mature. Look, it's not designed to be mature. People are like, oh yeah, the market's been around. The market's maturing. That's so fucking stupid. Oh my God. We are in a speculative market. There's no regulation. Larry Fink is a fink. We are in a I'm going to get a cough drop because I got cotton mouth. And no, I haven't been smoking weed. I don't like marijuana. I already told you my marijuana story. Not good. I don't touch marijuana. And I don't have my friend hold it for me either. All right. Larry Fink is warning us, okay, that Bitcoin's a pile of shit. Let's use facts. I like using facts. So here's the article. 1, 2, 3. Fourth paragraph from the top. Fourth from the top. BlackRock has quietly added a serious warning about quantum computing to the list of risks to its huge spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund. Larry Fink is quietly adding a serious warning about a risk to Bitcoin, okay? He says, kind of go down below the picture of Larry Fink's face, to go down to the paragraph right underneath it. If quantum, here's what he says. This is very troubling. If you have a big stake, I ate steak yesterday for lunch, by the way. If you have a big stake in Bitcoin, I'm talking about, you need to really consider what he's saying. He's telling you right now. If quantum computing technology is able to advance, well, it will. Trust and believe, it will advance. It could potentially undermine the viability of many of the cryptographic algorithms used across the world's information technology center, including Bitcoin. What he's saying is this. The quantum computer has an ability to destroy Bitcoin. I'm just letting you know. The Bitcoin maxi people, they're so fucking stupid. They have no idea about any of this. They'll be like, oh, Bitcoin's unstoppable. That's so fucking stupid. At this point, no blockchain is ready to withstand a quantum computer attack. Let me explain this. At this point, no blockchain is ready to withstand a quantum attack. When this becomes possible, which could very well be much earlier than the year 2030. Holy fucking shit. Guess what? What year is coming up? 2026. So he's saying it could be earlier than 2030. So we're talking what? 28, 29? What are we talking about? 2 years from now? Bitcoin is fucking done. I'm just letting you know what the smartest people are saying, all right? Jason Hendricks. Say hello to Jimmy for me. I believe Maxine is a midge. We can use her to throw at the party. That's disgusting. What's with these people? I swear to God, man, you guys are fixated on this Maxine Waters. That's fucking nasty. Here's what Cable Guy is saying. Quantum computers. Now somebody deleted what he said. Why did we do that? Quantum computers, he took it back, could mine all the Bitcoin in like 3 months. That's what he just said. I don't know how long it would take, but I don't think it would take 3 months. Maybe like 3 hours or something like that. Deep dive, Hulk. Like, look, Cable Guy's like, yeah. Here's what I heard. A regular computer. I got an Apple. It's an expensive Apple because I run a business and I can use it for a tax deduction. But it's not the best. I got this little cube thing. Okay, Crypto Hulk is back. I had to get off this show and get back on again. A lot of people were telling me there was problems with the stream. So how is the stream right now? Good stream, bad stream, what? We're back. Okay, good stream. Good. Okay. When I was just, bad, great. Okay, everybody says good. All right. Well, when I was talking about, I'm not going to go back over the article. You had Larry Fink telling everybody that in 2000, well, not Larry Fink, but this computer guy, in 2027, 28, or 29, Bitcoin could probably get hacked and taken over. All right. Then everything started, all the videos started getting all nutso. That's exactly why I don't have any kind of Bitcoin. And it kind of leads us right into Hedera, which is HBAR. Let's go right into this next article, Seals Q. Okay, we got done talking about Bitcoin and how in about 2 to 3 years, it's probably going to be hacked, all right? It's all going to go bye-bye. Okay, right here. Here's your article. Now, the article's talking about Seals Q. The article is Yahoo Finance, and here's the title. Seals Q Corp, which is, now you can buy this. if you go on the stock market in the United States or Switzerland, it's LAES, okay? Listen what it says. LAES, if you want to buy it, you can go to Robinhood and buy it, or Webull, or one of these other crypto websites. You can buy Seals Q. It's like $2 or $3, somewhere in there. It's among the best quantum computing stocks to invest in right now. Okay. Seals Q is an actual company. It's a real company, but it's working with HBAR. That's the crypto, okay? That's going to prevent a quantum attack. Here's what Seals Q makes, like the microchips, right? But HBAR provides the software. Oh, like that. That's how this is working. I'm going to cherry pick this article. It's kind of a good size article, but I'm going to cherry pick it. Quantum computing is a new type of computing that uses the strange rules of quantum physics to solve really hard problems. Unlike regular computers that use bits, which are either zeros or ones, quantum computers use qubits, quantum bits, which can be both a 0 and a 1 at the same time. Qubits can also be linked together in a special way called entanglement, which makes them even more powerful. Although today's quantum computers are still early and not perfect, they're improving fast and could one day change fields like medicine, finance, and cybersecurity. This is where we come in. I'm not going to read the whole article. It's talking about cybersecurity. Quantum computers will affect cybersecurity one day. This is where Seals Q comes in with the crypto HBAR, because Seals Q is working. Here's your article with this. Here's your article showing Seals Q and fucking HBAR. Hold on. This is going to be so massive. Let's say, I'll tell you what. Here's the title of the article first. Seals Q partnering with Hedera in the next generation of post-quantum semiconductors. Okay, let's say you're a person and you don't believe in crypto at all, but you believe in crypto companies. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is perfect. You're somebody who's like, Crypto Hulk, I don't believe in all that crypto stuff. It's just too fucking weirdo for me. I'd rather have a real brick and mortar company, like a real company on the stock market already that has shares, that has the SEC supervising it and all these protections. Okay, that's fine. Seals Q is what you need to buy. LAES. Let's see if I'm correct. LAES. So go on any of your crypto trading platforms that have stocks, bonds, securities, commodities, that kind of shit. Look up Seals Q. What it is they're sending satellites into space with SpaceX, HBAR technology to stop quantum computing attacks. Think about this. This is massive. Okay, HBAR, I already showed you guys already this morning, or I think this morning's show. The United States Department of Defense has a contract with HBAR. The United States State Department working with HBAR. We can go on and on. There's a lot of companies around the world. HBAR, let's take a little look. Ripple. Ripple is a partner of HBAR. Let's take a look here. Just want to show you that. Baru Bay, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. I appreciate that. Baru is like, thank you for telling us about Zebek and Caleb and Brown. Absolutely. I believe in that. So if I'm talking about it on my show, I'm going to invest in it. If I don't invest in it, I'll be transparent and say I don't have it. Some stuff I tell you about that I don't invest in. Some people will be like, oh, well, he's just saying that so you bump the price up. No, a lot of shit well, not a lot, but there are some cryptos I go over that I tell you I don't own it. Like Ondo, I told you about Ondo when it was 10 cents. I never bought it. And then when it hit $1.80, I'm like, fuck, I should have bought it. But that's just one. There's other ones too. I just never got into XLM, never bought any of that. And I'll talk about it if there's news. So I'm not buying all kinds of crypto, just I think 10 and I'm good. And maybe I got about 8 right now. So maybe 8 or 9-ish. So I'm not trying to buy 100 different cryptos. All right. Micah Ward, Crypto Hulk equals the facts, and that's faux show. Let's get back to the fucking news. What am I doing here? Okay, so your Ripple connection. Ripple's a partner with Hedera and Algorand. I'm clicking out of some articles so I can see. Oh, and Chainlink is also a Ripple partner. I want you to see something. I don't think there's any other crypto right now that I could think of that's a partner with more companies. I'm not talking about a dumb shit crypto that's hooked up with 10 other dumb shit cryptos. No. I'm talking about a real world use case crypto that has contracts with government defense departments, state departments, on and on, that has like Ripple, all kinds of contracts with banks. You will not find a company like Ripple that has all these other partners anywhere in any crypto. You're not going to have it unless they're like dumb shit, like Bitcoin's hooking up with Peppy Coin and fucking Hex or some shit like that. Or so there's Ripple and Chainlink partnership. Now, this is kind of fun. Let's go to the Hedera website. Let's do a copy and a paste. Okay, here we are. Hedera.foundation/ecosystem. Here's what makes up Hedera. Besides having Ripple and Algorand and Chainlink, that's enough right there. Ripple is a partner of all those, and Hedera has access to working with the partnerships. You got the company called Hedera. Then you have the company called Hashgraph. It used to be called Swirlds Labs. SWIRLDS Labs. Then you have a company called Exponential Science hooked up with this. It's in London. Then you have what's called the Hedera Council. That's the cool part. And then you have something called the Hashgraph Association. Let's click on the HederaCouncil.org and let me do a copy paste. Andre Renard, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. Totally appreciate it. Okay, Hashgraph Council. Now, I've heard of almost all of these in crypto. I can't give you a rundown. Aberdeen is on the council. I've heard about them a lot. Probably, a good amount of times. Chainlink Labs, I think that goes without saying. Deutsche Telekom, that's massive. Hitachi, that's massive. Nomura, that's a Ripple partner, that's massive. Swirls, WorldPay goes right up to the top there with FIS, Fidelity Information System. Fidelity is the biggest payments company in the world. They own WorldPay and their Ripple partners. WorldPay has a patent on Ripple, and they're a Hedera Council member. Australian Payments Council, DLA Piper. I think it's like a jet company. IBM, I mean, does it get any bigger? Tata Communications, that's Ripple, I think, or at least Bill Gates or something's mixed in with that. Dell Computers, oh shit, yeah. Shinham Bank, Ripple partner. Ubisoft. Google, does it get any bigger? LG, does it get any bigger? Standard Bank, there you go. Hedera Council. That's why I'm in Hedera. They've got the biggest fucking reliable all around. These businesses are located all around the world. It's not just United States businesses. Hedera's got, that's what I like. It's decentralized. Like it's around the whole world. Companies are coming together, like 20, 25 of them. They're all working on this blockchain. There is no other blockchain like this. There is no other blockchain, not Ripple. There's no other blockchain where you've got 25 global giant fucking corporations working on a blockchain. That's quantum proof. Oh, fuck. Yeah. And they do more than just that. They do like it has 8 different use cases, business, medicine, on and on. There's no other, in my opinion, bigger blockchain project than HBAR. It's reputable. If you're somebody who's more conservative, you're in the business world, you know all those companies I just named. They're all a part. You might be somebody who's like, Crypto Hulk, I'm just not quite sure about crypto. You're the one I'm talking to. Look into HBAR, look into the Hedera Council. And I want you to look at, if you're somebody who's very hesitant about crypto, but you're business smart and you invest in business, and maybe you're one of those people that will invest in like Seals Q, you know, but you just don't want to get the crypto. Then you're that person I'm talking to. Look at the Hedera Council, and then you're going to you will change your mind. You'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get HBAR because this shit has got like 25 global leading organizations working on this crypto project. It's not a bunch of 20-year-olds, junior college dropouts. We're talking like some of the biggest companies in the world working on HBAR crypto. Just thought I'd put that out there. Okay. Mark says, Hulk, you're the real deal. Always love watching the show. Great community here. We will be rich. It's a great community because I have moderators and myself, and we block dumb shit assholes that get on the channel. It's like that. So everybody in here has been screened out. And if somebody's really pissing everybody off, I've got moderators, like 20 of them. They can just kick them out. I'm not having no dumb shit on this channel. So there you go. Digital Dildo Brother. Hulk, I just did 5 lines of Coke. Drank a whole bottle of Jack. Ooh, those are rookie numbers. and 8 grams of mushrooms and smoked 5 fat crack rocks. Oh my God. Hey, I think you need a 12-step program, my friend. It sounds like you're in that group. Okay. At one point, I was pretty heavy into alcohol, and they had me going to some of these 12-step programs, and it's just like, I can't do it. And I can stop whenever I want. I mean, I've cut it way back since, 14 years ago or something, like a long time ago. But just say some people need it. I'm not putting down a 12. I can't deal with no 12-step of that. I don't need no fucking steps. If I need to just stop, I'll just stop. That's just how I am. Okay. MasterCard, stablecoin, MoonPay, Ripple. MasterCard, stablecoin, MoonPay, Ripple. Robert Russell. Let's see what the hell Robert Russell has to say. Robert, Robbie, Bob, Bobby. Thanks for the tax-free donation. Hulk, opinion. 25 Quant for 50,000 DAG and some HBAR. Robert, I go through the news every day. I don't see DAG coming up. Just letting you know. Not making any comment about DAG, except I'd never see it come up in the news. Would it do with that, whatever as you will. HBAR, totally. I already talked about HBAR, so I'm not going to really discuss that. And Quant, I don't see Quant coming up a lot in the news either. I don't care if it's $200 or $20 or $50 or whatever the fuck it is. I just don't see Quant or DAG coming up in the news. So what I do on this show is I look all over the internet for crypto news. From what I'll look on sometimes Arab websites and shit, whatever. I'll find news from all over the world. I just never see DAG or Quant in the news. So I can't really answer your question. Chris Sharp says, I had to quit drinking. It was messing with my health and could hardly walk. Yeah, that's about the time when DAG has military contracts. Great. But like I'm saying, I just never see it in the news. So I can't answer you. I don't know anything about it. I only study shit that I see in the news. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's good. All right. The MasterCard article I'm going to go over right now. It's all stable coins. Let's look here. Look, I'm telling you, stablecoin laws are coming. I'm telling you what, I don't know what the fuck happened over the past month. Everything is stablecoins and tokenization right now. It's almost as if the giants know what the law is going to be and they're getting everything set up, everybody. I don't know when this gets green lighted with stablecoins, but cryptos that are involved in legitimate stablecoin projects are going to go up considerably. Cryptos, this is crucial right here. I'm not saying all stable coins are going to go up or all cryptos. This is very critical to understand. This is why watching my show, knowing what projects I go over, what projects I talk about, what's critical you understand is what crypto projects are the biggest companies utilizing. That's what we need to know. What cryptos are the biggest companies utilizing? We're seeing everybody's making a stable coin now. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But guess what? When I show you, let's read this here just for a little bit. MasterCard has launched a stable coin focused partnership. With cryptocurrency payments fintech MoonPay. This will be just the first one. MoonPay is going to have a stable coin. This person, that person, everybody's going to have a fucking stable coin. See how this is going? Because we're not using Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin circumvents the United States dollar, meaning replaces. It's garbage. It never will, but just let's go with my premise. My premise is that stable coins are a threat to all the world's money unless a stable coin is backed by all the world's money. There we go. So what if you get XRP, you tokenize it with as much stuff as you can? Property, gold, silver, all kinds of money from all around the world. What if you put all kinds of money from all over the world on the XRP ledger? Then what if your stablecoin was backed to an XRP? Oh, shit. So what if, now we're getting a little conspiracy here. Now, you could do this a couple different ways. Ripple can have its stablecoin backed by dollars. Okay. Then the United States dollar will still be used, right? Right. Okay. What if the United States tokenized the dollar, a bunch of them, I don't know, 1 trillion or whatever it is, and put that on the XRP ledger? and then every country did that, boom, 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 boom. Then what if instead of a stable coin being backed by a particular, like, okay, Ripple Labs US dollar. Okay, that's good and all, but what if somebody doesn't want Ripple Labs money? Like, they don't want dollars, they want something else. And they, let's say, if they don't have a Ripple liquidity hub nearby to use, but what if somebody has a stable coin that is tokenized on the XRP ledger? Then everything that's put on the ledger will then be for that stable coin. Now, but you run into a problem because countries, it gets tough. You've got to have a stable coin that's tied to each country. But where Ripple could come in is have a global type of a coin where everybody's money's put on the ledger. So that XRP ledger being used is utilized, and then you could say, oh, let's transfer it from, let's, I got pesos, but I want dollars. Or I got dollars, but I want rubles. Or I've got dollars, but you want a portion of a condo. That's what we're going to see. This will get really, now we're starting to get way off topic, but you're going to see a crypto exchange where you've got, I could have McDonald's stock and go buy a Porsche with that. It gets really interesting. So here we got MasterCard. MasterCard's a Ripple partner. Let me show the evidence right here. Let me do a copy and a paste. Okay. MasterCard partners with Ripple. Swipe your debit card to use XRP. So now we know as a fact. Now, MoonPay is also a Ripple partner. Let me do a copy and a paste. So both of these, this whole article is talking about two Ripple partners. Right there. This article says crypto payments firm MoonPay partners with Ripple, and that is 7 months ago. So probably around October of 2024. So we have this article here, MasterCard Ripple partner and MoonPay Ripple partner team up to promote stablecoin payments. You know what? I'm telling you what, they're probably going to use the Ripple Labs or Ripple Labs US dollar, which is based on the United States dollar, and utilize that. That's my opinion, because they're both this. Okay, so MasterCard, MoonPay, they join together. They develop a stable coin, maybe based on the Ripple Labs stablecoin right there. Maybe they even use the Ripple Labs stablecoin. How about that? Now they're using the US dollar. The United States government is not going to say nothing. Why? Because they're using the dollar. The Ripple Labs US dollar stablecoin is based on the United States dollar. Every time it's used, the dollar is being used around the world. This is where, wait, hold on. This is where all this goes. You cannot get rid, like Facebook did. You cannot, like Bitcoin is, you can't get rid of a country's money, or they're going to want to get rid of your crypto. So what we got is a Ripple Labs stablecoin based on US dollars. So it's like the same thing as using the US dollar. So will the government come after Ripple Labs? No, because it's using the dollar. It's brilliant. Okay. So just my opinion, this MasterCard MoonPay deal, they're going to use Ripple Labs stablecoin, because obviously they're both Ripple partners. Let me check the comments here. We got 6 minutes. Like Libra, right? Libra was like Bitcoin, but see, Bitcoin, it's allowed to stay for a reason because it's a government project. Okay. What backs Bitcoin? Nothing. Ripple was considered a currency. The government never got rid of it because, well, the XRP, because Ripple is the government, Bitcoin's the government, so is Tether. Oh man, wait. Okay, let's get into this one. Okay, yeah, this will be the last article we go over. Okay, this one is conspiracy. This will be a good one. It's Friday. We need some kind of conspiracy story on a Friday. I'm going to show you some. Now, I got to be careful talking about this. Crypto She-Hulk, watch the comments. If you'll know, just wipe out or put. If you need to put certain people on timeout, do it. Because this next article is really gonna be a conspiracy here. Now, Cantor Fitzgerald. There's a company called Cantor Fitzgerald, and they have a chairman named Brandon Lutnick. Says that he's personally checked Tether's reserves. The 27-year-old, not a whole lot of life experience, very little business world experience if you're 27. The 27-year-old was appointed chairman of Cantor Fitzgerald in February, shortly after his father was named Commerce Secretary by Donald Trump. Now let's look at this. Cantor Fitzgerald, chairman, he's 27 years old. He personally verified Tether's reserves when the firm began its relationship in with the stablecoin giant. The 27-year-old said that in the early days of Cantor Fitzgerald and Tether's relationship, there were a lot of rumors. In 2019, Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, alleged that in 2019 that Tether had nearly $1 billion missing in its books. Though the regulator later settled these allegations with Tether and its sister firm Bitfinex. I personally checked a lot of their reserves, and we proved a lot of those rumors wrong. Lutnick said Tether has maintained it has been fully backed at least since its settlement with New York. Okay. Now let's look at this. So far, you've got a guy who's 27 years old, takes over a job. I believe Cantor Fitzgerald is an accounting firm. 27-year-old whose dad, now look at this, his dad gets hired by Trump to be the Commerce Secretary. So this guy basically is given the golden job, okay? His dad moves on to work with Trump. Now, I want you to see, we're dealing with family. Now, I'm talking about this for a reason, because I'm going to go someplace, and I'm going to have to speak in code here in about 1 minute. This is going to start getting very real, and I have to be very careful what the comments are, because my last channel on YT got deleted because I talked about this, okay? So I'm going to be very, zip my mouth shut. Zip. I can't talk. I'll get my channel taken off the air again. Let's go over this article here. So, 27-year-old guy. Now, there's a lot of rumors. Here we go. There's a lot of rumors that Tether is the government. We all know that Bitcoin is the government. It's a quiet secret, but Tether props up Bitcoin. Bitcoin, look, everybody knows it's the government. this 27-year-old guy takes over charge of an investigation type thing or whatever. His dad gets promoted to be a commerce secretary by Trump. So now we already know there's something called nepotism. What is that? When you like hire your family or whatever. So there's something very, very interesting going on. I want to show you this before the show's over. What we got going on is something called Tether, who cannot pass any global inspection. Okay? Tether cannot pass any global inspection. But just somehow, some guy whose dad Trump hired, somehow this 27-year-old guy, he's like, oh, yeah, they're all good. I've checked it personally. Believe me, I've checked it personally. Do you know what that sounds? That's so fucking stupid. Tether cannot submit to any government audit. When they did once, they flunked the New York audit. Okay. It seems like YT is not liking this topic. I don't blame him. I'll be very careful. So we all know that Tether is a government operation. So is Bitcoin. So what happens is you create tethers out of thin air to prop up Bitcoin. It's fucking amazing. Okay. Bitcoin starts to dump. Tether, you've seen this. Everybody's seen this. Bitcoin starts to dump. And if it gets too low, Tether starts cranking out money, tethers, and buying Bitcoin, and the price goes up. This has gone on for like 10 years. Everybody knows it. Tether cannot pass any kind of an audit. When Tether got inspected by New York Attorney General, they failed. And there was some kind of a secret agreement. Something happened. Now all of a sudden, we got a 27-year-old playboy with a slick $1,000 suit and a daddy that Trump hired. And all of a sudden now, he's saying that, everything's okay. It's okay, everybody. Now, let's dig a little bit deeper into the company that got this channel on YT deleted. We're going to be real careful with this one. Okay, Lutnick, this guy, the 27-year-old, Lutnick was appointed chairman of Cantor Fitzgerald, the private parent company that controls the investment bank brokerage called and I'm not going to say the name, Boy Charlie George Group. Okay, let me tell you something. Cantor Fitzgerald, the private parent company that also controls the Boy Charlie George Group. I think this is the one that got my channel shut down. It might be the similar name, but I'm not sure entirely, but I'll leave it at that. What we got going on is these people are really high connected. They're so high connected that Trump's involved. See what I mean? This one guy, who works for Tether, Cantor Fitzgerald, it's like, oh yeah, Tether's good. And it's somehow tied into Trump. And then this guy's dad works for Trump now. Like, it's just like, I think something's wrong with this. Okay. There's some kind of intertwined, like, special secret connections here. And I just wanted to show you that when you deal with Tether and Bitcoin, they're both government agencies. This is a total scam. Everybody in crypto knows it, except the Bitcoin maxis that made $500 billion. They don't want to believe none of this at all. But the rest of us that watch crypto, we know the Bitcoin Tether scam. That's how it goes. Tether, pumps up Bitcoin whenever Bitcoin dumps. That's just, everybody knows that, okay? So with that, let me check the comments here. And we're at 1 hour and 4 minutes. Let me click out of that article. And we'll have a show tomorrow morning. Yeah, I got one article for tomorrow. I got to find at least 3 more articles for tomorrow morning. Great show, says Mark Garcia. Thank you, Hulk, says Mimi Cool Cat. Okay, I got to go off to work and find some news articles. It's 6 o'clock p.m. in Pacific time. 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, and I'm going to go to work here to find news. Somewhere around 8 o'clock, like in 2 hours from now, maybe 2.5, I should have a show posted. So if I'm lucky, I can find a show. So I'll see. I got to get to work and put something together for tomorrow. And I'll have the little 1-minute videos posted up, hopefully, if I can do it, in about 2 hours from now.